and welcome to a whoops a special short video I wanted to put together. So this happened, and all in all, the damage is not that bad. I could very easily recover from this and rebuild the tortoise back to its original glory. I have learned a few things from this, and one of those things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing this entire bottom level with armored blocks. And then I'm going to have armored blocks come up in here to support, and this center beam here, the center part of the cradle, that's all going to be armored blocks, and then that's going to go down inside the wall where the landing gear is and connect to that bottom armored plates. So I'm going to be doing that one way or another. I think that's as you can see, the most damage I took was to that bottom level. And of course the landing gear. And that one engine, which was, well, the landing gear made a crater which caused the engine to break off. But I think if I use the reinforced armor on that, that would hold up a lot stronger. I'll have to figure out some way of doing that, possibly have it come down both sides to go around that conveyor block right there. But so the choice is, I could either stay here on Mars. I mean, look at all those patches down there. But I don't see any rocks. And I was really hoping that the big resource rocks would be a lot better way to gather resources. Let's see. So yeah, I could stay here on Mars. Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Huh. And repair the ship, do some mining, do some exploring, and that sort of stuff. Or I could say this was just an atmospheric test and go back to the backup save and remodel the ship and then come back to Mars knowing what I know now, that kick in the hydrogen thrusters at about 2,000 meters instead of 600 meters. I thought I was going to clear this cliff. If I would have been a little bit further forward, out here, I probably would have made it. I thought I was going to clear that cliff. But then I saw that thing and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And that's why I didn't turn on the hydrogen thrusters until I did. I honestly thought I should have looked down. I used to have a down-facing camera up here, but I'm going to put one back because that's really helpful. So I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot, and honestly, this is the first time I've ever played this game, and I'm actually pretty excited about how well I've been doing. I had a very shaky start. For a while there, I thought I was just going to put the game away and never look back, or, you know, but I'm figuring stuff out, I'm learning, and I want to know, what do you want to see? Do you want me to repair this thing down here in less than ideal conditions? I mean, I've got everything I need. I've got a reactor, I've got assembler, I've got, you know, oxygen generators. I got 2 oxygen generators, I think. I'm pretty sure I still have 2. I've got a whole bunch of ores, ingots rather. The ingots survived, and look at all these ingots, you know. I got 3 million kilograms of... Is there still an oxygen? Yes. Okay, they still, and I still have ice. Cool. Yeah, the jump drive survived, the large reactor survived, and it's got over 300, yeah, almost 400 uranium in it. So I got to replace the large hydrogen tank, replace the large cargo box, replace this entire floor with heavy armored blocks. I don't need to necessarily do that now. I could, if you want to try, I could try to take off and go back into space, and then we could go back to the station, the asteroid base, and do any kind of repairs there, where it might be easier to do, and I wouldn't have to worry about it, whether or not the engines are suddenly going to stop and the whole thing comes crashing to the ground. So I'm going to hold off on this for a couple of days, I think, if I can. I don't know. I lost a small... Eh. Hopefully I've got enough platinum in there to replace the missing ion engines. Yeah, so I want to replace this entire bottom with heavy armored plates, replace the supports for the side engines with heavy armored plates, and make sure that the whoops. Oh. Sorry. Make sure that the the whole thing is structurally sound. So do we want to just say this was a test and come back to it later? Go back to the base and do some modifications and then come back to Mars? Or do we want me to stay here on Mars? Or do you want me to try to take off in its current condition and see if I can make it back to the asteroid to do the repairs there? If nobody answers or has anything to say about it in a couple of days, I'm just gonna go and probably try to take off. I think that's what I'm going to try to do, is see if I can take off. And if I can't, then I'll reload a save game and repair it down here, maybe. But, so yeah, let me know what you think, what you'd like to see. And, we'll see if we can't come up with something fun to do while we're here on Mars. It's not that bad. I really am surprised at how well it didn't blow up like I thought it would. I thought this big flat space down here would just boom, Thought the whole thing would break in half or something. That's why I'm glad I put the engines up high. Okay, so thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. And I will see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.